No importa desde hace cuánto tiempo estés en Estados Unidos ni de qué país de Latinoamérica seas. Este es el momento perfecto para arreglar tu estatus migratorio y para eso se encuentra conmigo Kim Matuta, consultor en Inmigración. Bienvenido, Kim.
Hello, my name is Matuta. I am with Immigration Forum Doctors. I'm an immigration consultant. We've been helping a lot of people either maintain their status or obtain a status in the United States, and we've been having a lot of pleasure doing so. So thank you for having me.
Kim, ¿qué opciones tiene hoy alguien que quiere comenzar su proceso migratorio de manera legal en Estados Unidos?
Well, for the process to stay legally in the United States, we actually have a lot of options available. We mostly have to consult with the individual in order for us to evaluate what they qualify for. That's the number one option. And we're talking about options. We have options like TPS, temporary protected status, for individuals from certain countries like Honduras, El Salvador, AD, and many other countries, Ethiopia, from Africa. We have temporary protected status, we have asylum available, we have VAWA, we have DACA, we have marriage-based green card. Although a lot of those benefits do have to do with you coming to the country legally, meaning you have been checked through the port of entry and have obtained a visa in order for you to be in the United States to be qualified for most of those benefits. But there is one or a couple of them that you can apply even if you've entered the country illegally, and that is asylum. And asylum has been around for a very long time, and it's still available for a lot of individuals that have gone through a lot of hardships in their country and are trying to find a safe haven in the United States. So it doesn't matter what country you're coming from, it doesn't matter what ethnicity you're coming from. If you've gone through hardship in your country and you want to find to consider the United States a safe haven for you, then asylum might be an option for you. But before you pursue that option of asylum, you gotta make sure that you qualify to apply for one, because right now, as we've noticed, the government has been speeding up the process of asylum to go through interviews, which is a way for them to put you through removal proceeding a lot faster. And one way to avoid it is to be truthful in your story and make sure that you have a story that's well put together with evidence in order for you to be able to have a chance to obtain your green card later on once you pass your interview.
¿Cuáles son los requisitos básicos para aplicar? ¿Importa si llevan muchos años aquí o si acaban de llegar?
What are the basics to apply for asylum or any other basic? Well, first, the basics of asylum per se, since that's what the question is about, I will say is you have to have a very solid story that you are ready to tell either the officers or the immigration judge. Number two is you have to apply within a year of you entering the United States. But there is a trick to that. For people that have been in the United States longer than that, you have to make sure that you check with your country, and there has been a huge change that is not allowing you to going back to your country. At that point, even if you've been in the United States for a number of years, and there's no limit to the number of years, you just gotta be able to prove the reason why you have not been able to apply for asylum first. But once you're able to establish that you have had that situation that have stopped you before, then you are eligible to apply for asylum, and just get ready to be able to explain that to the judge or the officers that will be able to interview you. But outside of that, you just gotta make sure that you enter the country legally. That's in account with affirmative asylum, because even when we speak about asylum, there are two types of asylum. There is affirmative asylum for people that have entered the country legally through visa, and now there is a defensive asylum for people that have entered the country through the border. So it's processed differently, but today we're going to focus with the visa side, which is you enter illegally in the country. Don't wait until you're here for over a year to apply. But even if you've been here for over a year, just make sure that you have your entire story put together. You have your evidence that proves that you have gone through you have been persecuted in the country that you're coming from, or you have something that you fear going back to your home country, and you'll be able to apply for your asylum, and you shouldn't have a problem with that.
Hablemos de qué beneficios obtiene una persona al iniciar este proceso.
Benefit of starting any process with immigration is the fact that, especially with USCIS, it proves that you have a pending case, and it pretty much stops ICE from deporting you in a lot of ways. And in other cases, they even stops ICE from just arresting you, because even if they had to arrest you, then you will still gonna have to be able to go through a judge in order for them to deport you. So that's a lot of expenses for them to keep you into custody, which means you are more likely to stay outside than to be arrested because you have a pending case. And speaking about asylum, once you apply, you should be able to get your work permits within you should be able to apply for your work permit after 150 days, which is 5 months. And after that 5 months, after 45 days on average, you should be able to get your work permits. But my thing is, I've seen many people apply for asylum just for them to get a work permit. People have to realize that applying for asylum is actually putting yourself at risk to be put into removal proceedings, because you will be forced to face either the officers or the immigration judge in order to defend yourself in front of them in order for you to be able to gain your green card. So for you to even decide that asylum is a choice for you, you have to make sure that you have a strong enough story to tell to the judge that is going to give you a green card later on in life, because that's the whole purpose of you even starting the process in the first place. But in between, for you to get there, you obtain a work permit and a social security that allows you to work in the long term in America for as long as they will be able to call you for your interview. You will be free to do pretty much anything. And for those that are willing to travel outside the country, even if it's not something we necessarily advise people to do, but you are free to apply for a travel document that will allow you to leave the country, not just go back to your country of origin, but you can go in any other country for business purposes, for visits, or any other reason that you would like to visit whatever country you want to visit. So you have that freedom as long as you have a pending asylum case with the court, or any other case with the courts that allows you to apply for a travel document.
¿Cuánto tiempo está tardando actualmente obtener el permiso de trabajo?
6 months and 2 weeks right now. It has not changed. It's been like that for a couple of years now, that you have to apply and wait for 150 days. And after the 150 days, you have to apply for a work permit and wait for another 30 days, which will make about 180-day clock before your work permit is approved. And then you've got to allow another 2 weeks to receive. So about 6 months and 2 weeks for you to be able to get your work permit. And right now, the USCIS is not sending Social Security anymore. So you're once you receive your work permit, you present yourself at any local Social Security office. They will be able to give you a Social Security card within a week.
¿Las personas que te vayan a contactar necesitan hablar inglés, saber inglés, o no hay ningún problema con eso?
First, we can communicate with them with no problem. I am learning Spanish myself to be able to communicate with my Latinos clients. Latino clients, yeah. But we have I have a translation system, so which means if anybody anybody wants to get in contact with me, they can send me a text. Of course, we have Google Translate. We'll translate it, and we'll be able to serve them. And we also are working with a lot of assistants and people that are Spanish-speaking people that are able to translate the process for us while communicating with other clients. So yes, we do have Spanish services for anybody that needs one, of course.
¿Cuánto cuesta un proceso como este? ¿Y tienes planes de pago o asesorías gratuitas, consultas gratuitas tal vez?
So we do not have a consultation fee that's free. And then when it comes to pricing, it also depends on the individual. It depends on many factors, how long they've been here, how many people in their family, and what benefit exactly they want to apply for. So the prices is not fixed. But we do have payment plan because it does take time for people to get to their documentation. So we have a very, very, very flexible way to allow our clients to be able to work with us. So yes, we do a Torah's payment plan during the time that the person is waiting for their documentation. And money should not really be an issue because we don't do this for the money, we do this to help people. So anything that concerns money is always negotiable.
¿Cuántos casos de éxito has manejado ya? Y cuéntanos tu experiencia ayudando a la gente en todos estos años.
I will say, this is my third year professionally that I've been helping people. But before that, even when I was in school, I was already working with plenty of people. So I am, under my name, I probably have over 200, 250 cases right now. As far as Asylum, I have over 50, 80 of them. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and say every one of them do work, but we have a high rate percentage when it comes to success because we take our time to review the case, to make sure that whatever information we're getting are correct, and information will subsequently help us with whenever we're ready to expose them through the immigration court or through the officers that will be interviewing you. So yes, we have a high rate of success, and there will be a lot of testimonies around that will allow people to come on our page and leave testimonies on whatever we're doing. So yes, we'll make that available. But we have a lot of experiences when it comes to immigration, and you guys, it's easy to detect through our work and everything else we do.
Bueno, Kim, y por último, ¿dónde pueden contactarte directamente para tener una asesoría personalizada?
So to get a consultation, first you can contact the immigration form doctors in all our platforms. So we're available on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can leave a message, give us a call, we'll be able to respond. And we are also, our phone number is available on WhatsApp and iMessage, the 213-675-2757. We're always available to respond to all your text messages. And then for those who live in Vegas, for those who live around Nevada, the state of Nevada, which means California, Utah, Arizona, if you want to schedule an appointment, we can make it happen. We can show up to your state and speak with you face to face. And for those who just want a Zoom call, we'll also organize that. So wherever you find yourself with whatever situation, you can just pick up your phone, call our number, and we'll be able to speak with you and evaluate your situation with no issue.
Bueno, Kim, muchas gracias por estar aquí, por resolver todas las inquietudes, todas las dudas que teníamos, y a toda la comunidad latina que nos está viendo, aquí tienen la información de contacto de Kim para que puedan resolver todas sus inquietudes. Todas las consultas ya saben que son absolutamente gratis. Espero que les haya servido. Cualquier inquietud, ya saben, no duden en contactarse con él. Muchas gracias, Kim.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure to share a little bit of my knowledge with everybody that will have the opportunity to follow us through whatever platform. And also, one more advice to all our followers is do not miss your appointment with immigration. That's number one. I've seen a lot of people talking about not showing up. That's not a good idea. Number two, if you think you qualify for a specific benefit, then go forward and apply for it. Because the faster you apply for it, the faster you have the opportunity to have some kind of legality in the country, which will spare you from being victim of ICE incarceration and subsequently deportation as they're doing. And so, yes, I encourage everybody to go forward and apply, and most of the benefits are still the same and nothing have changed. So we're just waiting for you. So if you need any help in any way that concerns immigration, don't hesitate to contact immigration form doctors. We'll be available for you. And thank you so much again for listening to us.